I'm sorry, did you just say it's Rachel?
Yes.
You like Rachel?
Yes. I like Rachel.
Rachel?
Yeah, okay, but look, hey, you know who else I like? You. And it doesn't get said enough. I like you, Ross.
Rachel?
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal? Oh, I'm sorry. I just, what about all the stuff you just said? How you can't sleep?
I'm an actor. As a group, we tend to be over dramatic. Bad, and I know it's wrong, okay? But it's not like anything's ever gonna happen. You know, these are just feelings. They're gonna go away.
Well, I gotta go.
Oh, come on, Ross. Hey, Ross, don't.
I just have one. Rachel?
He's got to talk to him, though. I know in the beginning, like...
Rachel!
Really
oh, come on, Gunther.
Oh, okay, she's kicking. Oh,
she's growing inside you.
Whoa!
That's what babies do.
Wow, that was a big one.
I think that's the youngest girl ever to reject me.
Listen, let me ask you, do you believe in soulmates?
Oh, yes, I do. And you know how you find them? You stop looking for them. That's why I've stopped looking for Russell Crowe. He'll find me.
And you?
No. I mean, I believe that certain people are more suited for each other, and I believe in falling in love. Soulmates, I don't think they exist.
Okay.
I actually believe they do. Do you?
Well, last
I don't
night
know.
I met Monica's.
Like, I think it could be either.
I had a date with this guy, and I swear to God, he is her other half.
No, Chandler is.
There's somebody out there better suited for Monica than me, do you?
Don't, no.
Come
Chandler's
on.
great.
Like.
We already got one relationship issue going on right now.
I know, seriously. Like, come on, leave Chandler and Monica alone.
He works with food.
Oh, sure. Older?
Obviously. And he's British.
Oh, I was just gonna ask.
Yeah? Centered and mature and confident.
Oh, it's so sad they never had a chance to meet.
Chandler's right there.
Before can't hear what you're talking about.
And maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to go out with him again. I'll find out more.
You believe that this guy is destined for somebody else and you're still gonna date him?
Well, he may not be my soulmate, but a girl's got to eat. Hey.
Hey.
I just talked to Joey.
Oh.
I want to see how you were.
You know, I can't believe it. It's like you and me going out, only weirder.
It's not as weird as that, Ross.
Worded, but don't say that again.
Yeah, seriously.
What if they get married? Then he'd be the
Ross.
stepfather of my child.
Honey, I don't think that's something you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Well, he's never going to tell her how he feels about her. And if he did, you have no idea.
He should, though.
Sure, because women never like Joey. You know, I think he's a virgin.
Joey, he's not even thinking about going after Rachel. All he's thinking about is how you're taking this. He's talking about moving to Vermont.
No.
He says he wants to leave the country.
No.
Joey, there's no way.
He thinks you hate him.
Oh, you don't, Ross.
No, I don't hate him. It's just as Rachel, you know?
Yeah.
Honey, I can't even imagine how hard this must be for you. I don't want you to lose Joey over it. Right now, he just needs to know that you're still his friend.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
He just asked me how he could convert his dollars into Vermont money.
There's no way. There's no way.
Joey, what the hell? Like, come on.
Oh, hi. Hi. Chandler, Monica, this is Dawn.
Oh, hey, hello.
I don't like his face.
Hello. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Soulmate.
It's Phoebe.
Well, we just had a terrible lunch at Adriatica. What is with all the sun-dried tomatoes at that place?
I know. What is this, 1985?
Oh, here
That's
we
exactly
go.
what I said.
Oh my.
What's wrong with sun-dried tomatoes?
No way.
Barbecued chicken pizza? No?
What other restaurants do you like?
Well, Octavio, 27 and 7. Oh, there's this great little place, Alessandro's.
Oh my God, that's my restaurant. I'm the chef there.
You're kidding me. Yeah, your food is fantastic. Wow, I really want to talk to you about your menu. I'm just going to get some coffees first. Anyone want anything?
I'd like a latte. You know what? If you're going to talk about me, I'm going to go with you.
Wow.
Chandler, nothing's gonna happen.
And just like that.
No, you guys would be here.
You
And the good
did.
news is you don't even believe in soulmates, so
I believe in tall, handsome strangers who hit on my wife.
they're just talking. And you know what? Just because I think they're soulmates doesn't mean anything's going to happen.
Yeah.
Phoebe, good work. I love him.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, we'll find you someone else.
Wow, Phoebe.
understand if you came by to hit me.
He didn't, Joey. He just wants to talk.
No, I don't want to hit you.
What then? Kick me? Bite me?
Joey!
No, I don't want to do anything to you. I just want to tell you that I'm not mad at you. That I certainly do not hate you.
Hey, Ross, you wanna come in for a beer or something?
Come on, Ross. You can't let this affect your friendship.
You got any beer?
Joey!
All I got is this melon stuff that Rachel left.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna get really drunk. Oh no.
You need to understand something, okay? I am never gonna act on this Rachel thing, okay? I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize my friendship with you.
Is he really not gonna tell her?
That's the good
Ross
stuff.
likes it.
Look, it'll just take me a while to get over her. That's all. Sure how to do that. I mean, I've never been in love before, so...
You're in love with her?
Yeah. I thought you knew that.
No.
Look, if it helps, I don't want to feel this way.
I know you don't. I know.
But you can't help it, dude.
I'll get over this, you know? But it just keeps getting harder, and I don't know what to do. What do I do?
I think you need to tell her how you feel.
Okay, that's the green stuff talking.
Ross says it?
No, I'm serious. You need to find out where she is. Because if she's not where you are, then you can start to move past this.
And I'm not saying she will be, but...
If she is where you are, then my feeling weird about it shouldn't stand in the way.
Wow, Ross. Like, you are amazing. That's the best thing Ross could have said. I am shocked.
Look, if she's going to end up with somebody else, truth is she couldn't find a better guy, so...
Wow. Wow, Ross.
God, it's like I said it.
Oh.
When do you think you're going to talk to her?
Oh my God, I have to tell her. What I would say? Well, what should I say?
That took so
I'm
much for her to say
understanding,
that.
but let's not...
That was probably the most selfless thing I think Ross has ever done.
Seriously.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ross, you like it. You like it.
He's gonna chug
Yeah.
it.
Wow. That was an amazing scene. He really told her to go for her in a way.
The wine importing and focusing more on the cheese side of things.
Cheese, you say? That's some pretty smelly work, huh, Don? Cheese, it's smelly. You must smell a lot of the time, too.
Oh my God, Chandler.
But when it comes to cheese, I'm one of those people who thinks the smellier the better.
Me too. Yeah, Chandler can't stand it. He won't even allow me to have blue cheese in the house.
And you're still married to him?
Wow.
Chandler, I know, but it's not gonna mean anything. There's no way.
Do I would like to go to France and eat nothing but bread and cheese. And pate. Oh, I'm really not high. It's just that I used to be fat.
Well, if ever you're in the Loire Valley, let me know. I've got a great little villa you could stay at.
Is it made of cheese?
What, a house made of cheese? Wouldn't that be incredible?
I'd move in tomorrow.
Oh, come on! Are you listening to this?
I'm so sorry.
What do we do?
I don't know. They both want to live in a house of cheese.
He's gonna tell her right now.
Okay.
Knock on the door, Joey.
I can tell her how I feel. Just, okay, stand up straight.
No!
Oh, Joey, what's up?
I just came by because I want to talk to you about something.
Okay, what's up? I'm not late for a meeting, so can you just make it?
Oh no, don't tell her now then. Don't tell her now.
To tell you that I want to have dinner with you tonight.
Yeah, good.
Sure, sounds great.
Okay. That's
Well,
good.
that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
that
okay,
gives
though.
you
You have a
couple
better
hours to prepare
chance.
what you're gonna say. Do people ever knock?
You don't want to
I'd
tell
like
her
to
when
have
she's in a
Don and
hurry.
Phoebe over. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure, why don't you set it up? I'll just be over here browsing through the personals.
Are you okay? You've been acting weird all afternoon.
Yeah, fine. Not
Just tell her,
perfect,
Chandler.
but good enough.
Jeez, what is with you?
I'm sorry. Did you say cheese? Phoebe thinks that you and Don are soulmates. And I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but then you two totally get along. So look, I won't stand in your way if you want to run.
She's not.
Chandler, it's not that serious.
You don't believe in soulmates?
No, but I'm sure Tomatoes does.
Tomato.
I don't believe in soulmates either.
Oh, good. Look, that's something
don't?
you guys have.
Nope. I think that we fell in love and we work hard at our relationship. Some days we work really hard.
Don't want to live with Don in a cheese house?
No, I've had second thoughts about that. Do you realize how hard that would be to clean?
I love you.
Yes, because that's the only worry.
I found this place that makes the greatest mozzarella sticks and jalapeno poppers.
Oh, she
No,
doesn't like
really?
that?
They taste so good.
You like cheese, but you don't like mozzarella sticks and jalapeno
Oh,
poppers.
Chandler was kidding, but it happens every time he touches my stomach. I mean, I'm really worried the baby's not gonna like him.
Oh, he's so nervous.
Well, yeah, sure. Hot in here?
No, not for me, but why don't you take off your sweater?
This is a nice place, and my T-shirt has a picture of Calvin doing Hobbs.
Oh my God! Huh. I wouldn't think Hobbs would like that so much.
Okay.
How long have we known each other?
7, 8 years. Wow.
Uh-huh. Long time.
Okay.
There's
Sorry about the wait, but it is mega jammed in here. We have a couple specials tonight.
Actually, yeah, could you give us a second?
Yeah, please.
Seconds up.
Boy, go, walk.
Not that kind of table.
I'm sorry,
No.
but like, come on, they're in the middle of something. Just give them a couple minutes.
So you were saying?
I'm not quite sure.
You had asked me how long we knew each other, and I said 8 years. And then the waiter came over and cut his tip in half. And
I think I'm falling in love with you.
what?
Oh, she doesn't feel the same way.
With you.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, it's a joke.
Oh, that must make it feel worse.
Okay. Wow. When?
Does it really matter?
Wow.
You take as much time as you need.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Okay, you gotta say something.
Joey, I love you so much, but Joey.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Joey.
Right. Hey, that's okay. It's fine. It's pretty much what I was expecting.
Oh, he's
you know?
crying.
So it's no big deal. All right? I think I'm gonna go.
No, Joey,
Well, don't just leave her there.
you cannot do this to a pregnant woman.
Yeah, yeah. Don't leave her like that.
Start doing that. You can't do that, Rich, because then you're gonna make me do.
Oh, Joey, honey, I don't want to lose.
Hey. You can't. Okay? Ever. Don't be sorry. I was only kidding.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
Wow, just wow. What an amazing episode.
Is this your table?
Yeah.
God, you're gonna be here all night.
I know. I haven't even read them the specials yet. Maybe one of them is dying. Kinda hope it's the girl.
Wow.
The guy is really cute.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I knew he was gay, but like, come on.
Oh.
Like,
I just have to say though, like some of the small hints, I don't know if you even picked it up, but like when Rachel gave Joey a hug after all that, like he literally would not go in for the full embrace because I think he felt like that was wrong in a way. It's like, he's so respectful, and I'm shocked I felt that way because seriously, I know I said 4 episodes ago I was gonna be excited, you know, when he said no, when Rachel said no to him, but wow, just seeing how it hurt him, like that's so sad. Obviously, I'm a little bit happy that like Ross and Rachel probably are, you know, I think that confirms they're probably going to be together, but at the same time, it's so hard for Joey, I think, because this is the most you've ever seen him just be so emotional in these episodes. It just, also Ross letting him tell Rachel in a way, like Joey could have done it anyway, but the fact Ross actually gave him permission It's just it's so those episodes are just some of the best I've ever seen in the show.
It almost
seriously.
gave the same feeling of Richard and Chandler for a minute.
It kind of did, but I think just because Ross and Joey are such good friends, it made that moment just infinitely more. Because it's like especially it's like if Chandler told Richard they could go in a way, because it's like Ross and Rachel have been so on and off 8 seasons that it's like Joey in a way just came into the picture. Like I could picture Ross telling him screw off in a way, like no, you're not telling her, like this is I've been after her for so long. But he went the complete selfless approach. He pulled a Joey in a way. Like, he did something I would expect Joey to do for someone else. And I think that just shows, though, just how much they've grown. Because I still think Ross is in love with Rachel. Even though he won't say it right now, I still feel like it's there. But he really did step aside to let Joey just, confront his feelings. It definitely was sad that Rachel rejected him. But I think it was just more sad just seeing how Joey took it. Because he was crying a little bit. Like, we never see Joey cry and stuff. And just, I just think that episode was just seriously so good. Sorry, Cody. I think I cut you off there. Just one thing I have to say real quick. Just, did you notice with this is probably nothing, but just when they poured the shot of the melon thing, Joey's like, this is Rachel's melon thing, And then Ross liked it and Joey didn't. And I don't know why that kind of gave you a hint, like, Ross likes it, Rachel likes it, Joey doesn't. But I don't know. It's one of those small things. I don't know why.
I don't know. I thought about that too. I thought about that
did?
too. I did,
Okay.
but I didn't think it meant like, oh, Ross is supposed to be with her. I thought it meant more like just confirming my theory from earlier about how I figured Rachel wasn't feeling the same way.
Yeah. But I will say, though, I feel like Rachel was so compassionate towards him in a way. Like, she could have easily, obviously in the beginning she's like, it's a joke, and that's gotta be hard for him, like pouring his feelings out, and the woman being like, is this a joke? But I think after that, like, she embraced him and she kind of just like let him know, like, I still love you, just not in that way.
Yeah, I think everything was done kind of perfectly for those last 2 episodes. Actually all 4 of them, really, because all of them had to do with all of them had to do with Joey liking her.
I think it was episode 13 when they were revealing the secrets and stuff. Obviously, it was wrong and stuff, but like these past, I think 4 or 5 episodes, I guess the one where Joey started the thing, I think it was like a 5-episode arc. But it was, I don't know. It's one of the best arcs I've seen in this show. Like even beating, for me at least, Chandler and Monica. Like even though obviously I prefer Ross and Rachel, I actually feel like at the end of that episode, I'm a little bit more on your side in a way where, like, if Rachel said yes to Joey, I actually think I would have probably grown.
It was the way Ross said it, because Ross is the one that took the words out of my mouth. Like, he was like, if it wasn't going to be me, then I'm glad it's a guy like you. And that, like, got me, because I said that earlier. I was like, if that was okay, if that was how it was going to go, I'd be okay with that. Because at least we know Joey is a good guy. Like, it just sucks because it's Joey. And Joey is such a nice guy. And I didn't think Rachel was going to feel the same way. So I was like, all right, we're preparing for heartbreak. It's going to be bad. But I like the fact that when she said, I don't feel that way and everything, and I don't want to lose you, Joey was like, never. Like, that'll never happen. And that just takes, I feel like Joey is the only one that would be able to really say that besides Ross. So,
I feel like it's also just because of how much he cares about all of his friends. Like, he even knew, he debated whether to even tell Rachel about the feelings. If Ross not even gave permission, he would have tried to hide them. So I feel like he's someone who, like, I think he just subconsciously was like, there's no way that Rachel saying no will affect me. Like, I can't.
Well, and let's talk about that for a second, because Ross did a big maturity step there that I didn't think he was going to do.
You really did. You really did.
I thought they were going to have a friendship problem there for a minute. Like, because they were all good and they were all cool and calmed down. Then he said he was in love with Rachel, and then it was like the whole mood changed. So, I'm glad Ross is the one that, said that to him. Because I don't think, like you said, nobody else could have said that to him, and Joey would have kept it in him inside.
Well, even when he told Ross, like, seriously, I know some people are going to be like, why would Ross get so upset? Like, it's like, I still believe he loved Rachel. So I thought his initial expression was completely valid. Like, you're going to be like, what the heck? Like, that's my girl and you're really into her. But then when Monica came and told him, like, you could even see on Ross's face, he's like, he was conflicted because he's like, obviously I don't want to lose Joey as a friend. I still love him as a friend, that type of thing. But it's also, you know, Rachel. And I think the first like couple scenes, it really illustrated the fact that like Ross was really also dealing with, in a way, letting Rachel be with who she wants. And I think, like you said, that's just one of the biggest selfless acts I've seen him do in the show. Obviously, when he took care of Chandler in the wedding, he's had other great moments too. When he came for the ski trip, even like he's had great moments, of course. But I feel like that was truly a moment where he could have told him no. And I'm not gonna say like obviously I would have been like, Ross, I feel like maybe you gotta let him. But I think it's also valid. I think if he told him no, I would have been like, okay, that's maybe something Ross would say. But the fact he actually just went above and beyond and told him, you got to tell her how you feel, especially with the I'm in love thing. Because he knows for Joey, that's a big thing to be in love. Right. And I obviously, it's way too late for us to keep finishing this. But, I feel like, especially in the next couple episodes, like, I think we're going to see Joey and Rachel just have a little bit of a, I guess a little more of a heart-to-heart. Like, I think Rachel did not expect that at all from Joey, and I don't think she's gonna be with him or anything, but I think she's gonna probably think about it a little bit in a way, especially because Joey never made a move on her. Joey never did anything that, like, in a way, I'm not saying Joey would do that, but just considering who he is and, like, I guess Mr. Sex, like, they always make fun of him about and stuff. Like, I figured he might try something, but he didn't, and, like, obviously, he's very loyal to his friends and everything. The way he handles himself, especially around this crush, it was just constant thinking, no, this can't happen. Right. And, I feel like that just takes a lot of maturity and guts to do. But, yeah, are you fine doing the outro tomorrow or anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I'm not. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, buddy. So, that was the end of Cody and I Watching Friends, Season 8, Episode 13, 14, 15, 16. Gotta say, first of all, before we even start this is recorded, like we said before this outro. Like, we meant to do it a day later, but this is actually recorded after we've already seen episode 17, 18. I'm so sorry. We actually kind of forgot to do an outro for this one. Cody kind of reminded me. But, I will say I'm sorry if the emotion's kind of not there as much just because we have watched, 2 episodes later. So, I will say it's a little bit weird doing this outro after already seeing some of the next episodes. But just to kind of, give you guys a proper outro because I feel like these 4 episodes were definitely a huge mark on the show, and just there was a lot that happened. I will say with episode 13, Cody and I kind of already talked about it, when we were just in between episodes. I feel like the secret keeping, it seriously is just so weird to me that Joey's just the guy who kept the secret, and he's always loyal and everything. And then when it's something about him, I get it. Monica was excited. She wanted to talk to Phoebe about it. But it's so weird to me that, like, it's that hard for them in a way to keep this a secret. Because, like, even when Joey was talking to Chandler, it was obviously a big thing for him, and he did not want anyone to know. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that Joey, like, did not really want to share too much. And the fact that, like, even though they just communicated what they thought Joey meant, it definitely felt a little bit weird that everyone kept blabbing secrets. I don't know why. I did not expect them to not be able to hold that in. But once again, on the other side, it is a great moment for Joey, and I'm sure Monica and Phoebe and everyone was just so excited about it. But yeah, I will say Chandler in the bat thing was actually hilarious. I did not expect Chandler to end up loving taking bats so much. But yeah, overall, I actually think 13 was a great episode. Same with 14, the secret closet. I did not expect Monica to have that. It's just considering how Monica is, it definitely made sense where when they finally found out that the closet's just a bunch of Monica's junk, she had an organization system even for her junk. Like, it makes sense for Monica to have that. I just did not expect Monica to have all that kind of just stored in the back closet. That's just not something I would ever expect from her. But I will say, especially in this episode, I felt like Joey's acting, like, was top notch. Like 14, 15, 16, I feel like it's some of the best acting I've ever seen from Joey. Just his constant back and forth with just like, I like Rachel, but no, I won't like Rachel because it can't happen. Like, it would destroy Ross. And even in episode 15 when he told Ross, you could just tell how much that hurt him to say. Because he really did not even want to tell Ross about it, but Ross, kept on pushing him. And I feel like some people also might get a little bit upset with Ross's reaction that he's like Rachel in a way, like he's shocked by that. I don't think that's a bad reaction. I feel like when you just found out that someone that you have been on and off with for years is possibly gonna, possibly maybe date your best friend, or your best friend has feelings for her. Like, I feel like that's a very big thing. So I don't blame Ross for acting the way he did in the beginning. And in the next scene, he turned himself around when Monica went to go talk to him. But, I feel like Joey is someone who it's so hard to hate. And I know in the previous outro, I said, like, this can't happen. Like, there's no way Joey and Rachel get together. I'm not going to like it. Please don't make this happen. And I still kind of stand by the fact that I think Ross and Rachel are meant to be together. But the way they did Joey in those 4 episodes, it really did make me think, like, if Joey did somehow date Rachel in that 16th episode and she told him yes, I don't think I'd be as mad. Because, seriously, like, they did an amazing job, I think, of just showing how much Joey struggled with this. And I feel like when you have that much love, in a way, in your heart for your friends and everything, it's just, it's hard for me to actually not want him to be happy. Because, I feel like Joey is one of the most lovable guys on the show. I know I always say, like, I love Ross so much and stuff, and I do, but I feel like Joey has some of the heart that I think just Ross sometimes does not have for me. And I feel like Joey just seriously, like, he made me feel for him so much in episode, especially 15 and 16. With the Valentine's Day thing with Chandler and Monica, I think that was actually a great subplot to kind of insert with the Joey and Rachel stuff. I think it actually complemented each other really well. But seriously, I think episode 15 and 16, just, those were some of the best episodes I've seen in the show in my life. Like, I think the end of 15, the way it was revealed that he liked Rachel, and then it ends and it cuts to black, it's like, what just happened? Like, I gotta see the next one. And Cody and I stayed up late to watch episode 16, which is also why we're not doing an outro. Like, it was very late for me, like 3:30 in the morning. It was almost 2 a.m. for Cody. Like, it definitely was a late watch that we did for those. And I feel like, especially episode 16, that was where everything kind of came to a head. And just, I feel like, especially when Ross told Joey, you got to tell her how you feel, because Joey said, I'm falling in love with her. It's like, Joey does not say that. He does not say that. I don't think he's ever really said that about a girl. Maybe 1 or 2, and I'm sorry if I, don't remember exactly how many times he said it. I just don't remember him really saying that before. And especially for saying that for someone who's been in his life for so long, like Rachel, I just know that was so hard for him to actually get out. But seriously, I think Ross handled that amazingly, the way he just told him he got to tell her how you feel. And if she feels that same way, then he should not be the one to stand his way. I felt like that was such a mature thing for Ross to do, and I feel like he also handled that just so well. And the dinner scene, obviously I was crying. I actually don't know if Cody was crying. I'm pretty sure you were a little bit teary-eyed at least, but that was just, I feel like Joey and Rachel's dialogue there was amazing. The fact that Joey, when he first said it, Rachel thought it was a joke, I just think goes to show, though, that it was so far out of Rachel's purview in a way. Like, she was not even thinking about it. It wasn't even a thought she probably had. But then when Joey's kind of just sitting there and he's just saying nothing, it's like my heart melts for it, because it's like, dang, like Joey really just poured his heart out, and just he's almost getting, it's not like Rachel meant to make fun of him or anything, but it's like, that's, I think, what Joey is kind of used to. Is like, he's always used to being the guy everyone laughs at sometimes, the guy who's just funny, but when he tries to be serious, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit harder for some people to take him seriously in the friend group. But the fact that Rachel kind of, I feel like she let him down really easily, and also just in a perfect way of the way she phrased it, where it's like, she just doesn't feel that way. And even when they gave the hug at the end, like, you could tell Joey was almost like holding back the hug, because he was like, okay, like, I gotta make sure it's like a friendly hug type thing. It's like, so many of the small actions Joey does just makes me like him more and more. And I just felt like he handled that situation really well. Even though there was some awkwardness, it's something that, I never expected from Joey. And once again, I feel like episode 16 was one of my favorites in this whole show. I just think, even though I don't like the idea of Joey and Rachel in some ways, it definitely made me think it's not as bad as probably I would have anticipated. And I don't know if that's just also because Rachel said no. Like, if Rachel said yes, to be honest, I don't know if I'd be more mad. But I really felt like, especially after episode 15 going into 16, like, I also felt like if Joey does get together with Rachel, obviously I won't Ross and Rachel, obviously I won't be the most happy in a way, but I will be happy in a way that Joey is happy. Because I really felt for him in that episode. But yeah, overall, seriously, amazing 4 episodes. Cody, what did you think about them?
I would say these are probably some of the most emotional roller coaster kind of episodes for me. Because you guys know how I am with Joey. Like, I am very protective of Joey with a lot of things, and I had a feeling that Joey and Rachel was not going to be a thing. I figured it was going to be more of a, letdown for him. But, like, I'm glad it was, but at the same time it sucks. Because it's like, Joey's never actually had genuine feelings for somebody that we've seen. Maybe once or twice, but not this strong. You know what I mean? And so I was worried, because I was like, okay, if Rachel says anything other than I feel the same way, it's going to crush him. And I love how they had her laugh because it not only shows that it wasn't just in her field of view, it also shows the friendship that they had. Like, or have, I should say, not had. Because, like, that means that, like, she considered it to be a joke because it's, it's Joey and her. Like, they have never had a thing like that before. So she didn't think that there was any reason for him to feel that way. You know what I mean? So I get it. But I like the way she handled it. She didn't just get up and walk away. She didn't say, oh, this is weird for me. I need to get some space. Like, she literally hugged him and was like, it's okay. Like, it happens. You know what I mean? I want to actually couple this with 17 and 18 a little bit, because I love that even though Joey was the one that got hurt, Rachel's the one that was trying to fix it. Trying to get Joey to talk to her after what happened and everything, because she wanted what they had back. You know what I mean? And that just shows the character that Rachel has, that she doesn't want to hurt Joey. She didn't want to hurt him to begin with. And honestly, I feel like, I may be reaching a little bit, but I feel like season 1 Rachel would have reacted a lot differently than how this season's Rachel is. Like, this is why Rachel was on, like, the top 3 in my list after season 7, because she's got such character growth to her that, like, she's not this two-dimensional person that just has one characteristic. She's got so much that she's worked on. And I think that, Joey just not being the type of character to get emotional is what made it so realistic for me, because he's one of the only ones we have seen that's always just been there for everybody else. He's not the one that's needed somebody else to be there for him. And the thing is, he was fully prepared to go through it by himself with the rejection. And still, Chandler, Monica, and Rachel, they all tried to help him out there. You know what I mean? And I like that was what happened. I think one of the favorite moments of this season so far actually was Ross walking out of the coffee shop and Joey just saying it's Rachel, and it was dead silent. There were no words, no nothing, just fade to black. And I think that was one of the most beautifully done scenes, because it was like Joey knew deep down that he was going to hurt Ross by saying it. He knew what was going to happen, but he still had the courage to actually say it. I don't blame Ross for the way he reacted to it. I really don't, because, when you have somebody that you love that intensely, you never imagine them with somebody else. You just don't. It's not, I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people are in real life. Like, it's a thing. So I don't blame Ross for being like, wait, why do you have feelings for her? And I didn't really take it as more of he was pissed that Joey had feelings for Rachel. I think it more just took him by surprise that somebody else in the friends group could like somebody he was in love with. You know what I mean? It probably would have been the same way if it was the roles were reversed and it was Chandler that said he liked Rachel instead. I feel like either way, Ross would have reacted the same way because he had that connection. I think in the back of his mind, he still wants to be with Rachel. He still thinks that's a possibility. And of course, anything that's going to be in his way of doing that, he's going to get defensive. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? And it's not like Rachel and Ross really aren't a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, they really are. You could definitely see that they're kind of planting the seeds that it may not definitely happen, but it's definitely a possibility of happening. And maybe I'm over-explaining it now, but what I'm saying is Ross had every right to react that way. You know what I mean? And I like the way he handled it too, because he walked away. He was mad, of course, but he didn't attack Joey. He didn't attack him personally. He didn't attack him physically or anything like that. Like, he kind of handled himself a little bit. And then Monica talked to him, calmed him down, and he went and had a great conversation with Joey about it and stuff like that.
And I'm sorry to cut you off real quick, though, but I actually completely forgot to mention, I thought it was just so nice how Monica was like, the thing that hurts Joey is just how he's hurting you. Like, that's what he's most worried about. I think that just goes to show Joey's character. But sorry, Cody, didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, that's what I was going to get to, is like the fact that like Joey wasn't even concerned with himself, even though he was going through this rejection, which is like the best part about him in those episodes, because he didn't care. I mean, maybe he did, but he didn't care as much. He still put everybody else's needs above his own, and that's what I love about Joey. Like, he always does that. And it's not always like strongly suggested that he does that. It's just these little and big moments that happen. I think what made me mad the most, though, in those 4 episodes was the fact that of all people to spoil the secret, it was Monica. And that kind of made me mad because she was the one that begged Joey to keep Chandler and her a secret. And so, like, for her to just go and not do the same thing, it came off as hypocritical. And for somebody that I ranked so highly and everything when I did, it just, I don't know. It kind of comes off as scummy. Like, I understand what Nick said, where it's like, you know, they were really excited about it. This is a first-time thing for Joey, so of course they're going to talk about it. But I don't know. I feel like it happened way too soon. Like, Monica just kind of turned around and was like, hey, so this happened. Now we got to piece it together. You know what I mean? It didn't help, though, that Joey talked to both Chandler and Monica separately.
Yeah.
So, like, that was a huge catalyst for why that even happened. But it's the fact that nobody could keep that secret. Everybody knew within a matter of one episode. And I don't know. It just, when I look back at it, how long did it take them to figure out that Chandler and Monica were a thing? Like half a season.
It was literally half a season,
Yeah. So that's why I got mad about that. So I apologize if anybody was like, no, Cody's overreacting with that. I feel like if you have a value you hold somebody else to, you should hold yourself to the same value. So
I think everyone does not really realize, in a way, just like what Cody said is completely true, and that's also true for me. Like, Joey is someone who both of us, in a way, have just, you care so much for him, and you're very protective over him. So, you know, I get some people may not be as protective over Joey, but I think that's also where some of Cody and I's feelings come from. It's just we are really protective of him, and especially after everything he's done, how loyal he is. It just, you know, it may not have been such a big deal, but it's the fact that it happened to a character like Joey that just makes it a little bit worse. Last thing I want to say real quick, I completely forgot to mention, episode 14 was one of the best, like, just storylines, I feel like, with Joey and Rachel and Ross. Like, the little triangle, I guess. The fact that Joey, like, obviously, I know I was very, I don't want to say aggressive, but I was very insistent on the way of, like, Ross is getting sidelined in his own baby. And I really did feel that. And the fact that Joey noticed it very quickly, I think also just goes to show what a great character Joey is, and how he really does think about his other friends more than himself. Because you could see, even when the doctor handed him the pamphlet and he's like, you're going to be a great dad, he immediately goes on the defense for Ross. He's like, no, Ross is going to be a great dad. Like, he's talking about you or whatever. It's just, he really does.
Because he brought the candy.
Yeah, exactly. He does just care so much for all of his friends. And just the fact that he, at the end of the episode, was like, you could tell how much he did not want to tell Rachel to go live with Ross. Like, even though deep down he wanted it, because, you know, it's Ross's baby, you could tell with his face that it was a hard thing for him to say, in a way. And the fact that he really did just say at the end, like, listen, Ross, you're missing so much of your baby. Like, Rachel, you should live with Ross. Like, you should live with the father so that he actually gets to experience Rachel's pregnancy journey. Because, you know, Ross obviously did want to be involved. And I also love that for Ross. The fact that he really did seem to get really upset at some moments, like with the kicking and everything. It really was such a beautiful storyline that by the end, Joey, you know, obviously wants Rachel to live there, but he's also thinking about, you know, Ross first, because it's Ross and Rachel's baby. So I really did love the end of that, where he, you know, it was very serious, and he just, you know, told them, hey, you guys should go live together. But yeah, seriously, amazing 4 episodes. Probably my favorite 4 of the season. This season has definitely been very shocking so far, and just very, very much a roller coaster of emotions, like Cody said earlier. But I really feel like these 4 episodes was one of the most unexpected arcs, in a way, where I going into it, I definitely thought I was not going to like it as much. And then after watching it, I was like, that was amazing. So I definitely feel like that was one of the most surprising just arcs of the show that they did in such a great way. And I know I went on a rant about the writers in episode 5 and how they brought Mona into it and kind of just, set everything up for Ross and Rachel and then just brought her in and kind of ruined it. But I feel like even though I felt that way about Mona just coming in, I feel like Joey coming in was handled in such a great way. So, I like that. Even though I did not really love how they brought Mona into it, I feel like bringing Joey, liking Rachel and that whole arc, was done just in such a perfect way for me. Anything else you want to say, Cody?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah, and once again, sorry about this being, recorded a couple days after those 4 episodes. Just once again, Cody and I really were kind of an emotional wreck by the end of it. We needed a day to compose ourselves and stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. We will see you guys in the next one.